Hello everyone, this is Ben from Game Hunters R Us, and this is a bit of a kitchen sink episode. I'm going to be talking about more than just games this time, but I'll start it off since this is mostly a game channel. For those of you who are watching from either my comic blog or Nanowrimo, this is a game channel I share with my good friend Josh. We're both casual game collectors in which we like finding stuff, we like playing games, but we're not hunting for the really rare stuff. We don't want to spend too much money. And every now and then we offer trade videos and everything. We're not trying to complete any game collection for any one system. We're just having fun. We're just gamers. So with that said, I'm going to start off with some of my recent finds. Now, first off, Josh was recently selling a bunch of his games, and he offered me a bunch to start off with. Most of these I'm just kind of curious about. No, they're not really valuable at all. There's two PlayStation 1 games, Toy Story 2 and Duke Nukem Time to Kill. With Toy Story 2, it's complete. I actually remember playing the Game Boy Color version of this game. It was kind of fun. I like the Toy Story movies. The games generally are pretty good. I mean, the Toy Story 3 game is actually really good. There's a lot you can do with it. So I'm kind of curious about this. And then Time to Kill. I doubt this is good. But it's complete. Unfortunately, there's a crack in the front of the case, but otherwise it's in really good condition. And then a couple of PlayStation 2 games. There's Dirge of Cerberus Final Fantasy VII, I think. I'm not a Final Fantasy fan, but this isn't from the main series. It might be okay. And then this next one is because oh right, sorry. There are no instructions, but otherwise everything's in really good condition. And then the other one, this is because I'm a bit of a Marvel zombie, sort of. I'm not hardcore into comics either, but Marvel Nemesis: Rise of the Imperfects. This was made by EA before Activision got a stranglehold on the license. I don't know if this will be any good or not, but again, I play a lot of Marvel games. Again, it's not complete, but it's in good condition. I'll try it eventually. And then I have a GameCube game. This one I'm interested in playing. I've heard it hasn't aged well, but at least when it originally released, it was really popular and well respected. Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut. I think, what is it? I don't know whether this is only the first one or the first and the second, but I'm interested in at least playing it. This was before the Sonic games started getting really bad. But, yeah, unfortunately it's player's choice, but whatever. And there's also no instructions, but again, whatever. And then there's a Wii game. I used to be really into the book series that this is based on. Goosebumps Horrorland. And I haven't had time to actually play this, but this one's actually complete. It's in good condition. I doubt it'll be good, but I'm curious about it anyway. And the rest of these, okay, the rest of these are either for the Xbox or the 360. There's Dungeons and Dragons Heroes. It's sort of a Gauntlet Legends kind of RPG. I kind of like those. I doubt I'll ever finish it, but I actually tried this at Josh's place and it was kind of fun. It's complete. There's a slight tear in the plastic on the case right here, but I could easily replace that with a better quality case if I care enough. And then Ninja Gaiden. This is the original, not the black version. The only thing really wrong with the case is that the plastic tag is still on it, the plastic sticker. And there are no instructions either, but I actually have Ninja Gaiden 2. The game kind of beat me. I'm on, what, mission 8 or so? I'm stuck on this boss where there's this giant worm, and I suck at figuring out which direction he's coming from, so I kind of gave up on that. But Ninja Gaiden, it's supposed to be a good game. It's supposed to be more. It's still difficult, but it's supposed to be more fair than the second one. So I'll eventually give this a shot. And then there's Return to Castle Wolfenstein. I've been interested in playing this one since before the Xbox 360 came out. I played the demo a number of times. I remember hearing that it's supposed to be at least okay, so I'm curious to play this one. Plus, it's complete. I also would actually recommend the newest Wolfenstein game for the 360, PS3. I think it's on the PC as well. It's the open world aspect of it isn't the greatest, but when you get into the missions, they're kind of fun, and the story's kind of dark and creepy. And then the two Xbox 360 games. Another old one that I've been interested in playing for a while, Time Shift. I remember playing the demo for this on the PC well before I got the Xbox 360. I remember enjoying it, and I was playing it for a few hours the other day. In some ways, it hasn't aged well. The storytelling is kind of cheap. It feels like it's trying to do a Half-Life style storytelling, but it's not as clear. It's kind of confusing. The gameplay's okay. It's complete, and basically you can manipulate time a little bit in it. You can slow it down, pause it, or even rewind it a little bit. There are a few puzzles going on. It's okay. If it sounds interesting from that description, check it out. Another one is Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Republic Heroes. I doubt this is going to be good, but it's complete, very good condition. And those are the games I bought from Josh. And then I haven't actually got too much else in the game world in the last few weeks. There are really only two other purchases. One, I finally managed to sell all the games I had offered from Kijiji, on Kijiji and stuff. They're all gone except for 8 of them, which none of the stores in the area wanted, which doesn't really surprise me, to be honest. So I'll just keep them, at least for now. But I traded the rest of the games straight up for two different video games. One was Silent Hill 3, which I've been looking for 1, 2, and 3 for quite a while. And the store I went to had this one, so great. It's also in very good condition. The instructions are a little bent here, but it can be flattened out, and otherwise it's in great condition. I don't know if this is normal for the game or not, but it also has the soundtrack, and I've heard the soundtrack for this is fantastic. I haven't listened to it yet or played it yet. I haven't really had time. And the other game I got was Tetris for the Game Boy. This was the first Game Boy game I ever played. I never owned it, but the first Game Boy game I ever played, and the first version of Tetris I ever played. So there's a little bit of nostalgia in here. So I thought that was worth it. And the other purchase I made recently was actually off of eBay. I've mentioned a few times that I've been trying to complete the Metroid collection, and the only 2 games I was missing was Metroid Pinball for the DS and Metroid Zero Mission. I'm still missing Metroid Pinball. I'd rather wait for a cheaper version of it, but off of eBay I did get Metroid Zero Mission for about $15 plus shipping, which is actually pretty good even for just the cartridge. It's a rare game, hard to find. The shipping was a little expensive, so in order to balance it out a little bit, I bought a second game, Myst for a Sega Saturn. Again, I wasn't never really a Myst fan, but it's a very well-known, very well-respected mystery point-and-click adventure game, and it's on the Sega Saturn. And I kind of needed more Sega Saturn games, so there you go. And it's complete with instructions. Instructions are in fairly good shape. Yeah. So those are all the game purchases I bought lately. Now, this is where I get into the other stuff I was going to talk about. I'm not going to be able to post very much in the next month. I won't even have much time to look for games in the next month because I'm participating in something I mentioned earlier, Nanowrimo, short for National November Novel Write Month or something like that. Basically what it is, it's this international website, kind of this network of people who, they're all... sorry, I'm trying to think of how to explain this. Okay. It's this month thing where all these people try to write a novel within a month. In order to win, you have to write at least 50,000 words inside that month. And I only heard about it this past summer. I'm participating this year. So, I've mentioned before I'm a bit of a fiction writer. I'd actually like to get published sometime, but none of my books are ready for that quite yet. So, that's why I won't be posting very much this month. If it's a really cool thing, and a couple days ago we had a bunch of the local writers had this kickoff party. It was a lot of fun. Met some really cool people. Had some really good conversations about the story I'm writing, the story they're writing. Some really good ideas I heard. And then just good conversations about a lot of nerdy stuff in general. And so there's that. That's why I won't be posting much this month. And a little bit about an update for the stuff I've been writing. This is only November 3rd. I'm already slightly over 20,000 words. At this rate, I don't know if I'm going to make it. Well, if anything, I'm actually not worn out at all. My brain's a little bit mentally tired. Not because I'm tired of writing, but because a few minutes before I started this, I wrote 4,000 words in one sitting, and my brain kind of needs a break from that. It was one of those scenes where I just gotta finish it. I just gotta finish it. It was the first major battle in the book I'm currently working on. It ended, and it involves all the different parties that are going to affect the plot, even if they were only introduced a couple scenes earlier. It's really chaotic. It was a lot of fun to write. And it ends with the main character for the series I'm working on getting gravely injured. If I just gravely injured a character I've been writing since January, a character I've grown to kind of love and care about, and I was smiling the whole time, does that make me a sadist? But slightly related to that, today I also picked up a few things just as a bit of a congratulatory celebration thing. First, I kind of like red wine. I'm not an alcoholic. I only drink maybe 1 or 2 glasses a week when I have it. But to crack open once I reach the 50,000 word mark, I have a bottle of Wayne Gretzky Estates Merlot. Yeah, there it is. And you can see it there. Merlot. I like Merlot, and Wayne Gretzky is king. So there's that. And then for when I finish the novel that I'm working on, I got... I'm not sure how to pronounce this, so I'll just show you the bottle. It's from Japan. It's a form of dessert wine. I've never had dessert wines before, nor have I ever had wine from Japan. So I'm kind of looking forward to this, but I'm not allowing myself to open it until I finish what I'm currently writing. But, yeah. And, there you go. That's all I really have for today. If anyone from Nanowrimo is watching, I do hope to make it to the overnighter. I doubt I'll be able to make it to any of the write-ins before that. But good luck with all your novel writing as well. And for all you gamers, if you want to hear more about this stuff, I would be willing to do more of these videos. If you don't, please comment and let me know either way. I'll try to respond to all your comments and everything. And let me know if you want to hear more about this, what I'm working on, what some of the other people in the local area are working on, or just general thoughts on the writing process and how I write. And, well, I guess that by now I'm just kind of rambling, so see ya.